Bass knocks like a gavel. Third Ward midnight. Court in session. Rise.
Candy paint songs drip slow, trunk choir hums decree, grills gleam Sunday measures, slabs glide calm through the heat, gas station meetups, cooler lids clapping loud, place trade hands like accountants, let fake flex walk, from Bankhead down to Zone 6, through 5th and 3rd Ward, we learn patience in traffic, press trapped in the door, drive through coffee at 2 a.m, GPS vein blue line, we annotate every detour, shave minutes off fines, Memphis bells, tinted cadence, chop echoes and bridge, Beale Street ghosts in the tail, low storage cross the ridge, 9th Ward wind takes brackish, bounce chance under the span, we respect what the surge stole, what the grid had to plan, old block murals stand vigilance, outside winter is still, I refuse selling courage for a counterfeit deal, Detroit 7 Mile to design lungs, colder stance, Philly stoops, pitch philosophies, tremors widen chance, Miami overtown murals, ultramarine over flame, Liberty City breeze on a don't cheapen the name, Brooklyn flatbush the bed style bodega neon and bloom, corner payphone a fossil, coin ghost ring the room, homie claim he was sliding, I said slide toward the goal, if you're strapped keep it mental, keep a lock on your soul, we don't glamorize wreckage, we report and rebuild, get it cracking with structure, so the focus stay filled, post it up calm, then we move by design, keep the frame tight, keep the numbers aligned, if they test code, we respond without shine, say the word go, we advance on the time, interstate, halo service, run it up, trunk rattle, full chorus, turn it up, from gas pumps to the rafters, light it up, if the team stay real, light it up. Met a kid by the car wash, Dickies crisp, jaw set hard, bandana folded to angles, dreams fenced in the yard. He said, OG, I'm a real one, I'm on site if they lurk. I said, homie, be a builder, make your patience do work. We said under oak silhouettes, nice cicadas on key. Ice cream truck, tune fading, hose arcs wide and free. I sketch charges on the page, cash flow margins and risk. Explain bait in the chatter, how to pivot the twist. He was hungry for sliding, I was hungry for proof. Told him storms, level short fuse, keep your hands on the roof. Parking lot, Cypher in Houston, this first verse shook the air. Not the loudest, but honest, crowd respected the care. Dallas rooftop, weeks later, 2 moon sneakers on wire. Crown Vic idols, then Wanda's tension, cools off the fire. He started showing the sessions, left the room on red. Chose ledger over leverage that could leave brothers dead. North Philly stairwell debates taught him waiting for word. Detroit tempered his habits, iron patience deterred. Brooklyn bodegas fit notebooks, Miami murals the hue. New Orleans bouncing his bridges, Memphis soul in the glue. Now his hook is a lighthouse. When the subs draw a breath, the arena roars for progress, not theatrics to death. If a clown begs a circus, he declines that invite. On God he guards his spirit, no cap, guards his light. I'm posted up in the mezzanine, watching choices align, seeing proof that a plan plus a conscience can shine. Night pours chrome on the sidewalks, names glow on. Every mile we shoulder keeps the heart informed. If the weather comes heavy, lock the core, be still. Turn the siren, the signal, make the noise for this.
Interstate, halo service, run it up, trunk rattle, full chorus, turn it up, from bus stops to the rafters, light it up, if the crew stay real, light it up, interstate, halo service, hands go up, on God, no cap, won't let up, from porches to arenas, light it up, when the city needs hope, light it up.
Sirens blink off. Tires bite. Engine snarls. I'm clocked in. Eyes up. Crenshaw air on my cheekbones, chrome spoke spelling intent. Liquor store neon and Morse code, luck taps out what it meant. Palm trees post like generals, low riders kneel and rise. Hydraulic hoppers say prayers, purple dusk in my eyes. Homie said post it up, I'm posted up. Corner hums like a choir, dice kiss concrete, clack clack. Brown bag halos, the wire, chain link chords, clap echoes, jump shot, stitch up the beat. Graffiti, paragraphs, breathing serif, scriptures a street. Project stairwells, his secrets, hallway whispers of vows. I'm at refusal to rouse, sold hunger tight to my brows. No cap, I stayed a real one when applause got thin. On God, I balance ledges while the fog pressed in. Crown Vic floats like a question, spotlight combs at the seams. I tuck fear in the glove box, let ambition run screens. Barbershop gospel from OGs, clip a buzz like a hive. Keep your fade and your focus, young G, sharpen and thrive. Jordan sneakers on power lines, sway like stubborn belief. Bodega bell rings twice, 2 kids, dart past the grief. Corner payphone, a fossil, nickel ghost, busy tone. I learned patience beats posing, built a spine of my own. Rooftop render, a skyline, cranes carving moonlight and arcs. Subwoofers thunder, a sermon, trunk verse lighting sparks. Funks and stabs in the pocket, west side whistle and toll. Talkbox vowels, lace the chorus, sugar soul in the flow. I'm strapped with focus, not metal, discipline on my hip. If they bark on sight, my silence makes the ego slip. We don't glamorize damage, we account for the cost. Make the drought fear our buckets, steer the storm till it's lost. South Central lamps in hell, count 7, seatbelt faith, click gear 11. No price on soul, won't sell, no never. Green light stairs, I blink, then sever. Sunset gas and whistle, run it up, run it up. Palm halos, pistons, turn it up, turn it up. If they test the mission, light it up, light it up. Real ones in position, light it up, light it up. Barbershop briefings, cut deeper. Guard time, count slow. Keep receipts, kill the ego. Let the compounding grow. Parking lot ciphers at midnight. Lines painted like staffs. We conduct coke with our knuckles. Write budgets and laughs. Late Waffle House confessions. Hash browns, map out a plan. Tour route sketched on a napkin. Long haul, turn in the span. Palm fronds, rake on the brickwork. Sodium halos the night. Rumors whimper at discipline. I keep the hook fitted tight. Ice cream truck jingle distant. Hydrants cooling the block. BBQ smoke making halos. Kids jump fire, hydrant shock. If a hater says slide in, I slide paperwork first. Push the pen like a piston. Push the verse through the thirst. I've seen homies chase thunder, then get lost in the rain. I've seen mothers nurse letters, wring the ink out of pain. So I keep cadence with conscience, let integrity still. If a clown begs a circus, I refuse to make deals. Chain that sing in the summer, swish wire, ribbit and hum. Crown Vic vanish, just slow-mo, lungs refill from the drum. Low rider pearls in my rear view, candy flake over waves. I steer calm through commotion, let the hotheads crave. On God, not perfect, persistent. Get my foot on the grade, no cap, build habits like scaffolds. Raise a life I trade for no trophy that hollows. I prefer something dense, from a block off to bulwark. Same stance, consequence, homie post up with purpose. Let the metrics align, let the venue be choir when the chorus defines. Street like calligraphy writes our names on stone. If the dawn bends crooked, we bend, stand strong. Breathe slow, plant feet, hear the tempo rise. We don't chase explosions, we redesign skies. Sunset gas and whistle, run it up, run it up. Palm halos, pistons, turn it up, turn it up. If they test the mission, light it up, light it up. Real ones in position, light it up, light it up. Sunset gas and whistles, hold the line, hold the line. On God, no cap, this grind is mine, grind is mine. From rooftops to arenas, light it up, light it up. We don't fold, we focus, light it up, light it up.
Dark siren scream. Bass drops in my chest. I hit the gas. No second guessing.
Harbor cranes ball over water like rusted out giants in prayer. Container doors clap in the distance, cold and slice in the air. I'm rolling past chain link kingdom, sodium halos on steel. Forkless dance with the shadows, diesel breath on the wheel. Liquor store glare on the corner, plastic bag stuck in the wire. Homie hunched over a scratch off, chasing smoke, chasing fire. I'm posted up at the yard gate, hoodie zipped to my chin. Manifest on the dashboard, routing losses to wins. Neon from the all-night diner, paints chrome ribs on my ride. Waffles drowning in syrup, truckers swapping their pride. Graffiti saints on the low, and Bay halos crooked but bright. They remind me progress ugly, but it's still choosing the light. They used to tell me go crash, I prove you ready to bleed. Now I tally on spreadsheets, let the quiet succeed. Real one is the OG hauling, triple shift for his kids. Not the clown with the captions, not the stories he bids. I'm strapped with a ledger and lawyer, kept a copy offline. If they ever try and play me, every clause on the line. Shorty posted by the palace, says he's sliding tonight. Says he's on sight by respect, eyes flicker with spite. I ask him where that road finish, name the names on the stone. Ask him who cashes the ratings when his face turned to chrome. He ain't answering, just swallow, knuckles grinding on cold. I could see the math failing in the script, he was sold. Count the doors in the hallway, choose the one with a key. If the play don't feed family, leave it dead in the street. Every day that feels hollow, just a trap and repeat. You ain't less of a gangster cause you refuse getting beat. We been rails, never break for a fraud tone. Old crowd yelling back, stand on your own. If the block need proof that a G can grow, say no bluff for likes, we control the show. Hands up for the nights, we refuse that script. Kept stealing our spine, not just on the hip. Hands up for the nights, we refuse that script. Kept stealing our spine, not just on the hip. Interstate veins through the darkness, motel signs humming roads. Yellow lamps buzzing like insects, over parking lot ghosts. I cut through Houston at daybreak, refiners bleeding the haze. Orange fires crown the horizon, turbines grinding out days. Third wall kid at the stop like go fronts, jaw full of doubt. He balked threats at the mirror, trying to feel big or loud. I don't flinch, I just not once see the hurt in his grin. He a product of reruns, where they glorify sin. New Orleans bridge in my memory, breast echo flood mark stain. Second line marching through damage, turning death into change. I learned something in that chaos, if you still here that's a sign. You can weaponize your anger, should refine it to spine. Up in Atlanta, off Bankhead, parking lot full after 2. Bass shaking, the receipts loose, crowd wild for the crew. Promoter whispering extra cuss, thinking I won't see the slice. But I grew up counting pennies, every number precise. I tell him check that total voice low, jaw firm, no bark. Make them fix it in silence, that's how sharks move smart. Philly row houses at sunrise, frost clock, tight to the brick. Kids sketching bars on a notepad, rhyme scarred but slick. I tell them right what they hide, not the cartoon they push. Say the part where it's quiet, where the homies get crushed. He asks, can I still be hard if I'm honest as hell? I say hard is staying breathing with a story to tell. When the play feel cheap, let the pride cool down. If respect need a coffin, that respect ain't sound. If the money ain't clean, let the bag fall flat. Real ones know the value of I'm not doing that. We been real, never break for a fraud tone. Whole crowd yelling back, stand on your own. If the block need proof that a G can grow, say no bluff for likes, we control the show. Hands up for the nights, we refuse that script. Kept stealing our spine, not just on the hip. Hands up for the times we wrote that script. Kept stealing our soul, not just on the hip.
High beams, cut a tunnel through the doubts I drag. All the dead-end legends in the rearview flag. The survival feels soft to the ones half knowing. Let them talk from the bleachers while your life keep going.
We been rails, never kneel to a stage crown. Old crowd roaring now, we don't stay down. If the block need leaders that refuse to fold, point straight at your chest, let that truth be told. Freight-line testament, stamped and signed in grit. Every bar built honest, every word misfit. If they only sell death as the way to beat me known, we get it cracking by living by our own and our own.
Still rails above me humming, murder or mercy. Yeah.
Midnight posted on a parking deck, concrete thrown over town, freeway veins post beneath me, all that rage running down. Billboard saints with their teeth, bright lines straight to your face. Exit signs like forked tongues, try to drag you out your place. Underpass tag with warnings, colors bleed through the frost. Shopping carts full of memories, every wheel counting costs. Down below, someone arguing through a cracked screen door. Oil stains, trace silhouettes from the beef before. I came up with a siren, sang lullabies off key. Wear a flex with no plan, put your name on a T. I got homies in the shadows, got a cousin in the ground. Got a lawyer in my favors, keep my circle locked down. Real ones in the night shift, vets scanning pallets for bread. Not the ones on your feed, typing threats from the bed. I'm strapped with a spine and a schedule, got my focus in gear. If a dad don't pay taxes, I don't park it nowhere near. Lil' bro at the stairwell, hoodie tight, fist clench, stiff mumbles if they play. I'm sliding like a glitch in the script. I tell them name who really wins when you crash that car. Count your mom, count your sister, count the casket bar. He looked down at the street, lamp glowing, salt stained ground. I watch the numbers hit him, see his jaw calm down. Count your breath, not the body for you choose. If the move feed the system, that's a fool's move. If you pride, write a check, let your blood prove. Kill that script, let your future make the groove. Overpass verdict, I judge my own lane. No hype in a coffin, no clout in a chain. If the block want proof that a G can grow, point at your mind, let your hustle show. Hands in the air if you build, not bar. Whole crowd roaring for the ones who thought. Hands in the air if you build, not bar. Whole crowd roaring for the ones who thought. Hands in the air if you build, not bar. Roll through Compton with the volume low. Documents in the dash, staple pages more lethal than a kid with a mask. Hit a light in South Central, see a mural of a face. Not a logo for destruction, but a warning in place. Slide north to the harbor, stack steel, ship horns cry. Crates move like decisions, either sink or supply. I've been slept on, stepped on, laughed at, left for broke. Now I read every clause while they chase every joke. I did meetings at diners with the fries too cold. Pen tapping like a snare while they sold me gold. Walked away when the mask stank, let them brand me lame. Came back independent with a sharp aim. I seen shooters with stories, so I'm sobbing in the dark. Saw promoters talk solid, then go switch at the mark. So I trust, think trust silence, trust hunger and stats. Trust the janitor mopping more than internet brats. Shorty from the first verse, hit my line weeks later. Said he picked up some shifts with his aunt's caterer. Still angry, still human, but he counting the check. Not a lie on a necklace or a hole in his neck. We ain't perfect, ain't holy, just refusing the script that sells death like jewelry over beats that rip. If the play sounds sweet but it rot your call, let it ride in the inbox, close that door. If the dead sound loud but it feed no home, let them bark to themselves while you build your throne. Oh, overpass verdict, I judge my own lane. No hype in the coffin, no clout in the chain. If the block want proof that a G can grow, point at your mind, let your hustle show. Hands in the air if you build, not ball. Whole crowd roaring for the ones who thought. Hands in the air if you build, not ball. Whole crowd roaring for the ones who thought. Hard base underfoot, but my pulse stay clean. If survival looks soft, they don't know this scene. Real courage is the age with your soul intact. Not the fade on the corner as a fun fact. Overpass verdict, city under my feet. If the legend needs blood, the legend obsolete. Hands up high for the days we swerve, for the moms we spare, for the lines we curve. If they profit off pain, let's start at feet. Real gangsta now, protect, provide, lead. Real gangsta now, protect, provide, lead.
Truck light, street past the window, I chewed up. Count route. Dead of night to blink.
Blink. Late check-in off I-10, carpet tied, soda flat. That clerk half asleep scrolling, key cards stacked in the stack. Ice machine coughing in the hallway, distant TV on mute. Parking lot full of box trucks, quiet killers in boots. I dropped off by the bed frame, contract spread on the sheet. Route lines drawn in highlighter, next month bread on repeat. This that red stop renaissance, diesel angels and rolls. Ain't no velvet rope glitter, just fluorescent halos. Vending light on my face while I run through the split. If the numbers ain't honest, I ain't touching that hit. Real one is my cousin with the forklift shirt, not the dude in the comments in the counterfeit shirt. I remember being broke in a fast food hat. Now the promoter sign wise before I touch his stat. He say talk about bodies, I say talk about who eats. If the verse don't uplift us, it ain't touching these beats. Gas station across the frontage, on blue and the black. Teenager sweeping the lot, hood up, spine bent back. He out my place, had questions, says he need a big lane. Says if they play with me once, I'm a gun for they chain. I ask what you want, really new hearse, a new life. He go quiet, look down at his broom, grips it tight.
If the move don't grow, you let it die out. If the flex ain't fool, what you lie about? If the death feels stage for a fake crowd, walk past all that know ahead, I'm bout. Interstate, quiet money, no parade, no plea. Just a hum
clown man's pull. Hands up for the checks, make clean, no blood. Whole room shake when we chant that good. Next week Atlanta outskirts, cheat neon buzz in the rain. Fly tape to the ice box, my name spelled plain inside. Promoter nervous, try to shade my slice. I slide on the sign sheet, look once, blink twice. Before fast fix totals, ain't no scene, no shout. That's enforcement with a pen, that what grown talk about. Hit the stage, crowd loaded, phones lit, long loud. But I don't feed them fairy tales by the chalked out crowd. I talk cousins in kitchens, aunties bagging the plates. Talk my brother in rehab, choosing life over weight. Beat knock, words raise it, they still bounce, still chill. Hook the hill, keep your circle and your conscience clear. Slide to Memphis by morning, brick lights drip on the floor. Barbecue smoke in the motel, drapes river slow. Studio in the back, unit egg crates on the wall. Local kid with a notebook waiting out in the hall. He say they want me to cap, say I'm letting it fly. I say tell what's really outside your eye. Tell your block with no doctor, your lights cutting nine. Tell your pops on that bottle, your mom on that grind. If they still call you soft when you bleed was true, they would never who the music was for, my dude. He step in, hit the mic raw, no disguise. You can hear whole neighborhoods in his line. Hit the script, they and you feel rented and wrong. Tell the page right slow, make it lifelong. If a check wants your soul, just sound strong. Leave it there on the table, move along. Interstate, quiet money, no parade, no beat. Just the hum of the tires and the code I keep. If you really bout power, let your fam eat full. If the offer look bloody, that's a clown man's pull. Hands up for the ones that don't ride your gut. For the phones you ignore when they scream act up. I seen killers in tears and fluorescent light. Seen tough rappers crumble when it came to real life. If your crown needs a grade, that throne ain't it. I want birthday reunions, grandkids and grit. Interstate, quiet money, chant that loud. We don't sell our cash, it's just a hype some crowd. If the game want blood, we finesse that twist. Turn the trigger to a signature, the weapons the wrist. Hands high for survival with your morals intact. There's gangster in the future, everything else act.
Still wind cuts my face. Harbor lights blinking like they judging my soul.
Yeah. Container stacks lean heavy, rust cars bright in the dawn. Forklift forks glide silent, neon vest ghost on the lawn. Salt on my tongue from the bayside, cold metal under my palm. Big ship spine in the distance, engines chanting the song. Warehouse wall with a mural, kids I sharpen the paint. Underneath the small letters, nobody saving the saint. I'm standing with cranes, throw shadows like long barrel doubt. Custom dogs sniff the trailers, guards pacing the route. My jacket smell like diesel paper, motel AC. Manifest tucked in the pocket, terms memorized clean. Doc Foreman give a nod, knows I'm straight with the crew. Knows I don't chase illusions, I make contracts come true. Short tempers at the chain link, still toe boots on glass. Argument sparks like Flint Rock, one push both crash. I seen too many loud legends fade into red tape and chalk. So I keep my name off nonsense, let my bank do the talk. Street said crash out for honor, course said ride in the cage. I said I flip all this pressure to a warehouse wage. Harbor siren starts howling while the gold rips through trash. I'm counting heads in my circle, couldn't dare wait fast. If the move fees fear, let it ride in your throat. If the pride needs blood, send it home without vote. If the cash ain't clean, leave it stuck on that boat. You ain't weak for that choice, you just rewrote the note. Quarter side, quarter mile, ain't my own mind. Raise your fist if you choosing a different design. Came from the alleys where the cold still sing. Now we stand in the open making law rain. Quarter side, quarter room, no stunt, no mask. Only verdict we honor is survive and surpass. Only verdict we honor is survive and surpass. Night shift on the pier humps, tugboats blinking the road. Chain clank mixing with red drums from a Honda below. Young blood posted by ballers, hoodie stitched with a flag. And buried in his waistband like he gripping his brag. He mutters if they try me, I'ma flip this whole scene. But his jaw got more sadness than a killer sheen.
I walk slow, not parental, just to witness with math. Ask who signs the deposit when you choose that path. When your mama miss shifts for a bus to the trail, who collecting the clicks off your name for a while? He stares past my shoulder at the cranes in the sky, like he's seeing out tiny. Look from that high, I tell him, you got hustle, I can see in your stance. Ain't that iron will at a long-term chance. These trailers don't move themselves, these routes don't plan. You can run this yard legit, outgrow every cheap plan. Now weeks flip, I'm back through, see him scanning with a badge. Same hoodie, new focus, pulling weight like a dredge. He say they still talk wild, but I clock in instead. I not once hear the chorus in the back of my head. Elsewhere in the city, boys still toast to collapse, but the ones who learn numbers start untying the traps. I don't say nobody, we all flawed in the ground. I just rap like a legend, line for line against time. If a dare sounds sweet, but it stains your kin, walk back to the water, let it drown in the wind. If a deal feels sharp, aimed under your chin, turn sideways, keep stepping, let the shark spin. Four-side courtroom, I'll rain my own mind. Raise your fist if you choosing a different design. We came from the alleys where the cold still sing. Now we stand in the open making law ring. Four-side courtroom, no stun, no mask. Only verdict we honor is survive and surpass. Hey, hey, only verdict we honor is survive and surpass. Harbor bells hit midnight like a jury and steel. All the stories that razors never showed the appeal. If the script that they sell you ends, you sunk in the phone. Tear that page in the ribbon, stack your bricks, build home. Portside courtroom, old doc, I stand. Every scar on the knuckles, now a part of the plan. From the grains to the corners, let the set go ring. We choose bread, choose hustle, choose a sharper king. Portside courtroom ain't dry head eye. If the myth needs martyrs, let that false god die. Let that false god die. Let that false god die. Let that false god die.